Why do most marketing suck? I think most marketing sucks because someone asked us to do it. When I look at the things that I've done that didn't work, or I talk to clients of mine, most of the time it's not because we had new ideas and we tested them out. It's because the sales team or a product team or a CEO or an executive thought they knew what marketing was and thought it was their job to ask marketing to do something that they thought would be cool, and they should leave it to the experts. Yeah, I mean, mean people really do suck, and I think mean bosses suck the most. I think what happens is we hire people that are smart, and then we tell them what to do, and that's insane because you could hire a rabbit and teach it what to do. If we hire smart people, we should sort of reverse the roles. And instead of telling them what to do, we should ask them for feedback. And so that's one of the things that I think is really missing in corporate cultures overall. I call that the reverse performance review. Instead of managers reviewing their employees, we should be reviewing our managers. So marketing has a marketing problem is something I like to say, because if you ask most people what marketing is, they say it's ads. And yet I learned in university, in fact, I have the textbook, it's the fundamentals of marketing. And it says that marketing is a two-way communication between a company and its customers. And yet how many of us actually think of it as a two-way communication between our company and the customers that we're trying to reach? And so I think we need to start to remarket and redefine what marketing is to the executives that ask us to do stuff that doesn't work, to the sales team and the product teams and the colleagues around our organizations that think marketing is just ads and promotion and propaganda. I call it the you can't ask for a cake and tell me how to bake it problem. So if the CEO says, I want more brand awareness, then the marketing team's job should be to figure out the best strategy, the most efficient way to generate awareness for the brand. When the problem is when CEOs say, I want our logo on a soccer stadium, or I want an advertising campaign, or I want whatever, that's when people that are not marketing experts are telling marketing what they should be doing in marketing, largely based on a poor definition of what marketing is. And so that's the problem we have to fix. So when I looked at companies that have what I think are really effective marketing, it's marketing that the marketers are proud of, it's marketing that their audience is engaging with, it's marketing that produces a result. When those three things were there, it's because there was a culture that rewarded empathy for customers. It wasn't, we're going to be the world's leader in whatever. It's going to be, we're here to serve our customers. We're here to create an environment where our employees are engaged in serving our customers. And so empathy really was the missing key for me when I looked at the difference between companies that have that kind of marketing, sort of holy grail, if you will, and those that don't. Yeah, so a lot of people think that empathy is something that has to come from the top, only the CEO. And in the book, Mean People Suck, I talk about Satya Nadella actually is a great example of a leader, a CEO at a company that really tried to push empathy down, create a culture of empathy. But every other story, Lego is another story. I think the new CEO at Lego took over a couple of years ago, saved the company from potential bankruptcy, is another example I use in the book of a CEO who tried to listen to his employees, who tried to understand how kids play. 2 examples in the book. Every other example, and I have probably 10, are all lower level employees that pushed back against bad ideas. They identified the insight or the need that was evident from the customer perspective, and then they got their team on board with why that was important. I have nothing against companies that sponsor golfers. And I think if you have the ability to write a check to put your logo on a stadium, I think that's fine. If the pressure that you're feeling as a marketer is to create a return on investment, you could also say the easiest thing to do would be a paid search ad or a demand generation campaign. The problem with those activities is they're sort of like drugs. You get a quick hit and then you get addicted. And you have to continue to spend money, more and more money, to chase a lower result. The reason why we talk about storytelling and activating employees and content marketing as an industry is because it's where brands commit to sharing their knowledge with their customers, and that builds a financial asset with real value that grows over time. And that's the way we can start to show a consistent delivery of marketing ROI over time.